Bloody hell, you guys could have warned me how hot it is in England. Jeez. Yep, and that is right. I'm back in London today from Greece, and we're here for the Champions League predictions. No Thogdad, he's still out in Montenegro. I'll be joining him in a couple of days, but for now, he's over there. So how you doing, lad?
Now, the Champions League, there's some brilliant games coming up, and I cannot wait.
I don't know if Thogdad has done the like target again, and I think he did last time. He got 11k likes. So this time, let's get 15,000 likes. I don't even care, guys.
I'm going to set the highest like target of all time. 15,000 likes.
Well, you know what, fellas? I'm not going to let him take this one today. 16,000 likes is the goal for today's video. Go smash it.
Thogden got 5 points because he got the Man City Real Madrid result correct. And Thogdad got 3 points. So the winner last week was my lad, Theo.
Those are the scores on the doors. You lot smashed 11k likes on the Europa League predictions, so we're here for Champions League, and let's get straight into the games, beginning with Atalanta versus PSG, an absolute corker. I wasn't thinking of live streaming this match, no England team, you know, Atalanta aren't a massive club, but my God, everyone should tune in for this one. It is going to be goal crazy. Let me explain why. A lot of people are sleeping on Atalanta, you know, third in the Serie A. Let me explain to you something. They scored 98 goals in 38 games in that league. They had the best goal difference. They had Zapata and Muriel both getting 18 goals in that league. Gomez with the most assists in the league. They are a crazy team going forward, and they're playing a PSG team which don't have a great defence. Now, they're used to playing French team level. This is different gravy.
Now, Atalanta are in great form at the moment. They have a 20-game unbeaten run from January through to July, winning 16 and drawing 4.
I think the story of Atalanta is also really interesting because they basically came in with low budgets, middle of the table, and the job their manager has done has been absolutely astonishing. So I'm actually going to be backing them. I really want them to do well.
PSG, of course, are the firm favourites in this game. They've won their last 10 matches, scoring 38 goals. But many of these were easy, friendly games, and some of them they won, the likes of 9-0 and 7-0.
And the way they've been run is actually very ironic compared to PSG. You know, they've come in with loads of money from the Middle East and poured the money into signing players like Neymar and Mbappe. So they're very different the way they're run. You alright, Josh?
Are you filming right now?
I'm filming right now.
So you just set off.
I'm filming. What a geezer. He's editing the video, by the way. Absolute legend he is. He's probably going to leave this in as well.
You know I will.
But going back to PSG, you know, they are really a two-man team with Mbappe and Neymar. Everything goes to them. They're absolutely world-class, some of the best players in the world. But will it click against an Atalanta team that plays so well as a squad, have really good stats in the Champions League, won the last 4, which only Bayern Munich have done, and are Mbappe and Verratti really fit? Because they got announced in the squad, but they're both known to be injured. Are they just bringing them along because they're two of the main players? Or really, will they play? Will they be 100%? Who knows?
Now, I think PSG may be a little bit out of shape. They won't be match fit. And they're going to find this game in the neutral Portuguese heat very, very difficult.
I'm going to say Neymar's going to score, but I'm actually going to predict an Atalanta 3-2 win over PSG. Now, a lot of you are going to be thinking, you're crazy, Theo. You're a nutcase. And you know what? I probably will be. I don't know. PSG are probably going to win. They're the favourites. But I want to be different. It's going to be a 5-goal thriller. Let's just go for it, guys. Let's see what happens. Zapata to score and Gomez to get a bag of assists, in my opinion. What do you reckon, Thogdad?
I'm going Atalanta 1, PSG 2.
Right, the next game, this one for me is a little bit more obvious. RB Leipzig versus Atletico Madrid. Now, some could argue the fact that RB Leipzig are this far in the competition, they're getting a little bit lucky. Out of their 8 goals they've scored in the Champions League, 4 of them have been penalties. So they haven't really scored that many goals from open play. They've been very lucky to get them, and they don't have Werner because he's off to Chelsea. He's already living in London, lads. He's off training with them. So they don't have their main goal scorer for this game.
Now, it was Marcel Sabitzer who did the damage for Leipzig against Spurs with a brace at White Hart Lane. But he won't be playing against Atletico, and this could be very important.
They also played a very dodgy Spurs team, and Jose Mourinho hasn't won a qualification game in the Champions League for absolutely ages. I know they won 3-0, but don't let it get ahead of you. They had Werner then, and it's very different now. They haven't played for a while because the Bundesliga ended very, very early on. On the other hand, the Spaniards, Atletico Madrid, went 11 games unbeaten to basically get top 4 and guarantee themselves Champions League football. And out of the last 10, they've kept 6 clean sheets, which is absolutely amazing. We all know what they can do. They're probably one of the best defensive teams in the world right now.
Jan Oblak is considered by many to be one of the best keepers in the world. And of course, Kieran Trippier, the ex-Spurs man, at right back. Atletico are unbeaten in 18 games. It's going to be very hard for Leipzig.
So you know what? I'm going for another here. It's going to be a low-scoring game. I'm going to say RB Leipzig 0, Atletico Madrid 1, and I think Morata to score with a João Felix assist, in my opinion. What do you guys reckon in the comments? Let's go to Thogdad.
I'm going for Leipzig 1, Atletico Madrid 2.
And also, guys, please subscribe. Get us to 336k subs. We'd love it. On to the next one, and this is going to be one of the games of the year, of the century. Who even knows? Barcelona versus Bayern Munich. Both these teams really wanting to win. Even Thogplant, yeah, you're loving that Thogplant. You know, he's excited himself. But this is one of the massive games. Barcelona just came off a 3-1 win versus Napoli. They looked amazing. That Messi goal, mwah! That is why he's the best player in the world.
Of course, Barcelona were only the runners-up in the Spanish league this season, but they've won this tournament 5 times and they remain European footballing royalty. Alba, Rakitic, De Jong, Griezmann, Suarez, and I don't think I've missed anyone. At least not anyone human.
But anyway, and then Bayern Munich, I mean, do I really need to talk about this team? Probably the best team in the world right now. Alphonso Davies is literally on fire. Your defence is terrified. And in Barcelona, Messi wants to take home a Champions League to the Nou Camp. Probably one of the last times he can try and do that successfully. Who knows what they'll be like next year, because Messi's just getting older and older. They want to win this game, and they're going to back themselves. It's going to be a cracker. And listen,
Lionel Messi, 704 career goals, 298 career assists. That's over 1,000 goal contributions. That's a goal contribution during his career of 1 every 70 minutes. This is a man who's lit up the world of football for 17 years. Enjoy him while you can.
Maybe Barcelona don't have a good enough team and they didn't win the La Liga. But it's a similar story in the Premier League. City didn't win the Prem, so all their focus is on the Champions League. Do not write off Barca. They've got Lionel Messi, guys. Who remembers the last time Bayern Munich played Barcelona? It was in the Champions League. Messi scored that absolutely ridiculous goal, putting Jerome Boateng on the floor and dinking Manuel Neuer. One of the best goals I've ever seen in my life. He is the GOAT. He's the best player in the world.
Bayern Munich now. Now the Bavarians have won the tournament 5 times. They had an incredible domestic season, scoring 100 goals and winning the Bundesliga by a massive 13 points.
But we can't beat around the bush. This Bayern Munich team is ridiculous. Lewandowski has 54 goals this season. 54! 12 goals in the last 8, so it's not like his recent form is dodgy or anything. The man is a gunman. In my opinion, should have won the Ballon d'Or. A little bit dodgy why they decided not to do it, but that's for a different story.
Now the Germans have got quality throughout the team and on the bench, and they've been wonderful to watch, a real pleasure. They can win this tournament, but only if they beat Barcelona.
So my prediction for this game, well, yeah, it's going to be a difficult one. Could it go either way? Yes. Who's more likely to win it? Bayern Munich. I'm going to say Barcelona 1, Bayern 3. I think especially in the latter stages of the matches, Barcelona will just not be able to hang on. The pressure will keep coming, and Bayern, the German tanks, will break through. I'm going to say 3-1. Will be a cracking game. Watch out for the Thogden live stream on this channel for that, with Thogdad, because I'll be in Montenegro then. So it's all going up Millhouse. Let's get on to the 4th and final game. After we get Thogdad's prediction. What is it?
My prediction, Barcelona 1, Bayern Munich 2.
Let's move on to the final game, and that is, of course, the lads from Blue Moon. I don't even know what I'm trying to say here. Manchester City versus Lyon. England versus France. Well, not really. I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but this is going to be an absolutely cracking game. Lyon sent Juventus out. Who predicted it? Not me, and certainly not Thogdad. I thought Juventus would walk that 2-0 because of that absolutely massive first leg win. And now they're through, and they're playing Man City, and I think it's one step too far. Let's be honest. Should Lyon really be at this stage? I don't know. I think Juve would have given them a better game.
Tell you what, all this talking has got me gasping for a morning beer. Oh, it's cold and wet, but you know what? 0% Bavaria. Oh, I'm giving up 4.5. I don't think beer should really be 0%. Now, we all know that Man City have got devastating home form, but this game is on a neutral ground, of course, in Portugal. And let's not forget that they've never been beyond the semi-final of this competition.
First of all, let's talk about Man City. Pep Guardiola, the Spanish gaffer, done the double over Real Madrid. He's ex-Barcelona. He wanted to do it, and he smashed Zidane twice. People are saying they got lucky because of mistakes at the back. Guess what? Mistakes at the back don't happen if you're not high pressing, gegenpressing, getting into their faces. The way City played, from defence to attack, was the reason Varane was making those mistakes. In that fraudulent league, La Liga, you're not used to having that high press quality. The wingers and the strikers being the front line of the defence. That's how Man City played. That's why they've done the double, and that's why they won that game. Don't just say, oh, mistakes is the reason. Man City are an average team. No. They are looking to win this Champions League. In my opinion, it's either between Bayern or City. When they play in the semi-finals, I reckon that'll happen. That is going to be the game of the year. Now, let's not write off Lyon. They do have history in the Champions League. This is going back to the 1960s and 70s. Their team was led by that man, Jean Jokaev. And his son is a Bolton legend, guys. Let's not write off Yuri Jokaev. So they do have the history and they do have some good players in Depay, but it's one step too far versus this City team. I'm going to say Man City 3, Lyon 1, and I think the goals will go a double for Raheem Sterling because he seems to be absolutely on fire. Great game versus Real in that second leg. I love watching him. As an Englishman, he can do absolutely the business. This is going to be a great game, guys. I'm going to be tuning in for this one as well. I love Champions League. I'm so excited for all these matches. Let's hear what Thogden has to say.
Lyon now, and the kids were 7th in the French league and a massive 28 points behind Paris Saint-Germain. Now, the bookmakers have got Lyon at 10-1 outsiders, but to me this seems harsh, and that might be worth a cheeky £5. If Lyon catch City on an off day, then anything can happen in 90 minutes of football on a neutral ground in the heat. Manchester City 3, Lyon 0.
Right, that's all my predictions. Let's go down to the comments now, and you lot need to join in. Leave your 4 match predictions. Let's see who gets the closest between me, Thogden in Montenegro, and you. Let's see who does it. Thank you for watching this video. Let it smash
16,000 likes.
If we're near it, hit it. If we're not near it, hit it. Every little helps, as Tesco says.
Thank you for watching. This is Thogden in Montenegro saying, see ya.
Thank you for watching this video. I'm going to try and stay alive here in the English heat. See you all later. We'll all survive. We'll get to watch some Champions League football. It's all going up Millhouse. I've already said that. I'm saying it again. Bye, guys.